Hey, Raul,
Yo.
what do you call an elephant that doesn't matter?
What?
An irrelevant.
Oh, get the fuck.
I'm going to see myself out now.
Yo, get the hell out of here. And 2 weeks off, and this is what the fuck you come back with?
Listen, I know you're upset with me, but right now it's just irrelevant.
Oh, fuck. Brings it back around.
Yes!
He did it. Fuck it. Just start the show. Just start.
Rolling. What is up, Pops on Familia? Welcome back.
Hey, now.
Hey, everybody. It's episode 31.
Yes.
Guys, I'm one of your hosts, Jay Alvarez. Across from me, as always, we have
Raul.
And sitting at the production table, we have Marcel from Ghost Academy. Guys, it's nice to be back in the room with you.
Yeah, man. I missed you guys.
Yeah, a little bit, because we don't see each other every day anyway. Oh, shit, they don't know we have day jobs. Yeah, they do.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
We see each other more times than we want to.
I see you way more than I see the people I live with, and I'm not sure how okay with that I am. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yep.
It's disturbing.
Bathrooms, kitchens, all that shit.
Always bumping into each other in the weirdest places. Why are your hands still wet? Don't you hate it when you piss and miss?
That's a true story.
So, guys, welcome back. It's episode 31. We are back off a little hiatus. We took a little bit of a break.
Yeah.
Dealt with some personal stuff. Mm-hmm. Dealt with some health stuff. Mm-hmm. Dealt with some family stuff.
Yeah.
And we are back recharged. Well, how's it been, man? What you been up to lately?
You know, boys going crazy in school. Daughter almost killed me in the car. But my shining example, my youngest daughter, Jalen, performed at the King Center. Oh. Violin. Yeah,
wow.
I was so proud of her. I was like, oh, you are the only black person in this entire thing. Thank you. Thank you for representing. So that was fun.
Atta girl.
So my wife had some surgery.
Okay.
And she's in recovery mode.
She's doing well?
She's doing good. She's doing great. But she's turned into my grandmother, and she'll be like that for the next 6 weeks. Let me explain. So I'm off on Mondays. You're off on Mondays.
I am off on Mondays.
I fucking sleep. Like, as soon as I drop off the kid, I don't get out of my bed until it's time to pick her ass up. Okay? Yeah. That's my Monday, and I enjoy that. I don't give a shit about anything else. Can't do that now because wifey is home. Home and not really able to move as fast as I would like her to. Mm-hmm. So she wants to do grocery shopping and walking around and all this other stuff that she's not supposed to do, but you can't tell a woman anything. So we go to Winn-Dixie and she wants to walk up and down every aisle. Slow as shit, picking up things. Hey, look at that. Can you reach this? I want to see what that is. You're not going to buy it. Don't fucking touch it. Like, we did the most old people shit on Monday. Like, by the time I got home, or I guess we got home in time to pick the kids up, I was done. I don't ever want to do this shit again. It's like, if this is what I have to look forward to growing old with you, I want to stop this right now. Yo, I hate it.
Is this how it's going to be? One of us ain't growing old.
Yeah, no, yeah. I was like, we gonna have to get you a fucking a care person. What, a caretaker? I don't know. I'm not with it. She got the fucking. Then we got to the other store. They had the hover rounds. Oh my God. She sat her ass in that shit and was speeding and bumping into people. I was like, this is not going to work out.
Well done.
Not going to work out. So for the next 6 Mondays, that's going to be my hell.
Well.
But she's doing well. She's doing well.
Well, as long as she's home to make sure you're not leaving anything plugged in.
Oh, man. She left the iron plugged in the other day. I went the fuck off. Oh my God.
I'll bet you at the end of it, you still ended up apologizing.
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
I did. I still had to end up buying her shit. It was Valentine's Day, actually. How was your Valentine's Day?
My Valentine's Day I didn't do shit. I performed. I did a Valentine's Day show at Gregory's Comedy Club.
Nice.
So Valentine's Day, my baby brother, love you, John, was born on Valentine's Day in 1993. So for the last 25 years, I've had a legitimate excuse to just not acknowledge the fact that Valentine's Day exists.
Nice.
Doesn't matter what my relationship status is. Doesn't matter what's going on in my life. I'm like, no, I'm sorry. It's my brother's birthday.
Perfect.
Yeah. So that night I was doing a show. That was a night of, we'll call it relationship hiatus, I guess, for lack of a better term.
Yeah.
So things were kind of weird on that front anyway. So yeah, Valentine's Day, I just kind of went to work, did a show, got paid,
Went
home, and jerked it into a mirror.
I saw it come. I don't want to say that either.
That's an Easter egg for some long-time listeners.
I don't want to say that either, but I actually saw that coming. No pun intended. Jesus Christ.
You can't get away from it, motherfucker.
No.
Aside from that, though, I've been pretty good, man. We went in, my sister had a baby.
Nice.
A little while ago, just about a month ago. She lives out in Tampa, so I haven't been able to make it out yet. Up until recently, I went out this last weekend. Went down, picked up my son. Went out with the girls. I had a blast. We had a blast in Tampa. Saw Black Panther again. This time with the kids. The kids loved it. I have never seen my stepdaughter or my son sit through an entire movie and not ask a single fucking question.
That's awesome.
Now we learned that the trick is to put my niece in between the kids and us, because my niece can watch a movie. She has no problem sitting down watching, because she already knows she can't ask nothing, because we don't know. What you know, you have just as much knowledge as we do, and the kids didn't know we had already seen the movie.
Yes.
So,
oh man, I know the feeling, bro.
So, but I mean, especially my son's gotten better at it, especially now that he's older. But my stepdaughter, man, you can't take her to a movie. You can take her, but just prepare to have her ask a million questions.
Yeah.
I think she asked one question. I think it was about I think she was out of popcorn. She was just telling she was out of popcorn and asking if there was more. Nice. So it wasn't even a question about the movie. That's how good it was.
Yes. Yes. So good.
But we did that. We saw that. Met the baby. Oh man, he's so damn cute. My sister, I love you, Stephanie. You make pretty babies. Oh, you know what I'm saying, she got 3 of the most adorable children I've ever seen.
That's what's up.
Mine's cuter, but her 3 are right up there.
That is always an argument between siblings. That's crazy.
Kick my ass. Yeah. But yeah, no. So that was cool, and got to spend some time with the family again, and do some good things. We're gonna go camping. We realize that's the thing we're gonna do.
No. Oh.
Yeah.
What?
I've been camping before.
Well, I mean, you've been in like.
Yeah, I've been in situations where camping and poverty kind of blend really well. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it's kind of
the lines are blurred.
It's a very blurry line. Yeah. No. Well, yeah. What's the difference? Yeah, it was my. Oh shit, that was my first dad joke.
A throwback. Yes.
Yeah. What was the difference between poverty and camping? Intent.
Yeah, I remember that shit.
Yep.
But that's pretty dope. I've never been camping, and you're gonna do a tent?
Yeah.
Yeah. My version of camping is an RV.
Yeah, no, that's not camping.
Yeah, that's fucking camping to Raul and his clan. Shit, I think my son is the only one that would actually go into a tent. He is an outdoorsman. He wants to go fishing and shit. I'm like, dude, you can go to Thrifty's. It's right there.
There's a fish. Look at it. You can eat the whole thing.
The whole thing.
Yeah.
So he wants to do that. He goes out and makes sure there's no frogs. He'll kick them away. Like he's an outdoorsman.
No, my son, he likes fishing and stuff because his grandfather takes him out. He was scared. I remember when he was in Boy Scouts. We got him in the Cub Scouts or Tiger Scouts because he was still real young at the time. They were gonna go camping, and he quit because he didn't want to go camping. You know what their camping was? Setting up tents at the 50-yard line of Dolphin Stadium.
Oh man, I want to go camping.
I wanted to go camping.
Shit.
I was like, what do you mean you want to quit? I don't want to do it. Like, it's the Dolphin Stadium. It's 50 yards. Like, you're not outside. You're not in the wild.
At all.
The closest thing to the wild is if the Dolphins are playing the Jaguars the next day. Like, you're not in the wild. He's like, I don't want to sleep outside. I'm like, look at him, motherfucker. You are not going to take this from me.
You better get going.
Yeah, he went on. We quit. It just didn't happen. Now, it's about, 8 years later, and I'm like, what do you think about camping? He's like, yeah, I'm down. I'm like, word? Oh, word. No. Word. Now, you down. Okay.
Fuck up a good night, but now you want to do it.
Okay. Nice. Now that we're actually going to go out with bugs and shit. Okay. I see how it is. Rob me.
That's fucking hilarious.
But it's, it was a good weekend. It's been a good couple of weeks. Moved back in the house.
Yes.
All the way. Yeah. I know a lot of people are happy to hear that one.
Yes. Thank God.
So everything's good on that front. But let's go ahead and get into some topics. Folks, we're going to set this up for you real quick.
Yes.
Ain't a lot of topics today. There's going to be a lot of conversation, though.
Yeah.
Some of you, we're going to preface this right now. Towards the end of it, when we get to the dad topic, some of you ain't going to like us.
Nope. Shit, by the time we get to the end of this fucking topic.
That's how we end up this first topic. Some of you might not like us. Fair warning.
Yeah, fair warning. Spoilers ahead for the.
We are going to talk about Black Panther. And yes, if you have not seen Black Panther yet, one, what the fuck are you doing listening to this show? Go watch it.
Exactly.
Two, you just want to turn this off until you go watch it.
Yeah, because we're going to talk about it as if you were sitting right there next to us, all right?
Yep.
Spoiler warning. You've been warned. Again, it's 2 weeks now?
Yeah, it's been 2 weeks.
Yeah, we shouldn't even need a warning, but...
I mean, go watch it again. If worst case scenario, or best case scenario, you've seen it, go watch it again.
Yes.
Definitely worth a rewatch.
Absolutely.
But yeah, we're gonna play the spoiler alert warning now, or the spoiler warning alert. I can't talk today.
Yeah, fuck it.
Yeah. Meh, whatever that is we got to do. And we're back.
There we are.
So, Black motherfucking Panther.
Man.
Holy shit, T'Challa.
That was a good. Let me tell you something. Yeah, and let's preference this by saying yes. We're gonna get to the importance of it being a black movie and blah blah blah. All that to the side. This movie is my second favorite MCU movie. Definitely.
What's your first?
Winter Soldier.
Okay.
Winter Soldier because of what that started the shift. That started. That's why it's my favorite one. But this one is a close fucking second because the story was good. The villain was incredible.
Yo,
and we're gonna talk about that more. But I don't even. There's supposed to be two villains, right? Claw and Killmonger.
Yeah.
I only think there was one villain.
Yeah, there was only one.
Killmonger
was more of a distraction. By the time that happened. Oh, but wait, y'all seen this movie?
Yeah.
By the time they killed off Claw, I was already annoyed with him. Like,
Yeah.
I was happy to see him go. At that point, that's the one time you're rooting for the bad guy. Like, yeah, thank goodness,
get him out of here. So he did a good job. Chadwick did a great job. The women in this movie, again, phenomenal job. Whether it's the fight scenes, whether it's they're just acting, so good.
I'm gonna say something that there's. People who have ever gone to any kind of counseling know that before you say anything, you have to ask yourself some questions. Is this necessary? Is this truthful? Okay. Does this need to be said?
Where are we going?
None of this needs to be said.
Okay.
But I do have to preface, but I do have to go into the saying, I am not a huge Angela Bassett fan. I'm not. Huh. I think she overacts. There hasn't been anything I think I've ever seen her in that I've liked her in.
I dig what you're saying.
I liked her in this, mostly because she wasn't in much of it.
Right.
So that's the one caveat I'm going to give. I'm not a huge fan of Angela Bassett, but I liked her. I mean, I really did. For the scenes that she was in, she didn't overact. Coogler actually kind of reined her in. He's like, yo, calm it down, or we're going to take all your lines away. And apparently they took all her lines away.
For real. She didn't really have much to say.
She really didn't have anything, which is fine too, because Angela Bassett ain't cheap. You know what I mean? I mean, you spend a lot of money fixing Forrest Whitaker's eye.
Facts.
So, you know what my favorite part is?
What's up?
First word that Forrest Whitaker said in that movie.
Yo, you're such a dork.
Yo, I died laughing. The first word out of his mouth, he said, "He's like, I declare," or whatever came about. I don't know what came after that because as soon as he said I started laughing.
Bust out laughing.
Because that should never be the first line Forrest Whitaker says in any movie.
Mad petty for that shit.
What I'm mad is how they fixed his eye, but they didn't fix T'Chaka's.
T'Chaka? Oh yeah, his eye was fucked up.
Yo, let me tell you something.
That shit was
he's been in a lot of movies and he's got all my respect because he is an actor and he is a master of that craft. But holy shit, he looked like he had a stroke.
Yeah, that shit looked.
Because I mean, he's got a glass eye too, from what I've seen.
I thought it was I thought they did that.
It was distracting, and that's not to come down on him. I get it. That's a physical ailment he has. That's not come down on him at all. I don't want anybody listening to this to think that I'm making fun of what he's got going on. Absolutely not. But it was distracting. Like, I remember listening to people in the movie theater around me. They're like, "What's up with his eye? Why is his face like that?" Yeah. It was a real thing. Yeah.
Holy shit! Yeah, I honestly I never noticed it.
John Connie, that's his name. John
Connie. Yeah, and that's Rafiki in Lion King coming up.
Oh yeah, he is.
Yes, thank God. And I heard it. I heard it in his voice when he was talking. But other than that though, like I said, the performances were great. Chadwick Boseman was awesome. Letitia Wright. As Shuri,
yeah,
she was dope. I loved it. I loved her as Shuri. She's that kid genius or whatever is supposed to be the smartest person in the MCU.
Dude, I loved that whole everything that she did because she's Iron Man. I want to see her and Peter Parker have a thing. First off, I want to see them have some interracial Ebony and Ivory love relationship that no one's, that love that we dare not speak its name, because they're both kid geniuses.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that. Imagine them working on something together.
That'll be dope.
That would actually be. I think there's potential for a story at the very least. Mm-hmm. But the fact that she's still a kid.
Yep.
Like the whole time, like that first thing when T'Challa's in the lab and he's like, "What are those?" She's like, "The first question is, what are those?" Mm-hmm. Like
such a kid.
Like I loved it. It hit close to home and it felt real.
It felt real, exactly. That was my thing. It felt like real, but like it reminded me of me and my siblings. Like I love it. I love the chemistry that them two had as brother and sister in the movie. I love the fact that they respect each other, but they still give it to each other. You know what I mean? Like they joke around.
It's the healthy kind of sibling rivalry. It's the sibling rivalry you wish your kids had.
Oh man, it's like WWE in my house.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
The performance, Lupita Nyong'o,
she was dope. I loved her character because it was different.
I got to admit, I don't know anything about the Black Panther comics. I don't. Do you?
I know enough.
Okay, so is Nakia in the comics?
Yes.
Is she a love interest?
She actually becomes a bad guy in the comics.
Okay, because I remember the only thing I did know about Black Panther is that his wife is Storm.
Right.
So with Nakia obviously being the love interest, and the X-Men potentially, because that deal's not finalized yet,
right,
coming into the Disney fold, what the fuck?
So again, in the comics she becomes a bad person, like a villain,
right?
Bad person. I sound like some idiot. She becomes a villain, and I think that's a way to make that happen. I think in Black Panther 2. They would play up because by that time X-Men would be in the fold if everything goes through, right?
Yeah, and
she could be Storm could be some kind of lost member of the Wakandan tribe or some shit. Because in the comics she's like a lost member of the Wakanda area.
Oh, she is.
Yeah.
Okay. So that kind of does play into it,
right? So I can see a rift happening between them, and then Storm coming in, and then that's when she goes full on villain for Black Panther 2, maybe, or some part of MCU.
Now, see, with Angela Bassett and the white hair, I kind of thought they were using her as Storm.
I really thought so. When I first seen the previews, I thought that's what it was.
Like I know it sounds like I'm making fun, but I'm dead serious. I'm like, maybe that's how they worked that in or something.
Mm-hmm. Like Storm could have been T'Chaka's wife.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
I thought that's what it was.
They could have played that off, but I mean they didn't, obviously. But that would have been cool, a cool little Easter egg at least.
Right.
The other performances, what's his name? Winston Duke? Is that who played?
Winston Duke, who played M'Baku.
Yo, M'Baku's son is like my favorite person in the movie. I'm not gonna lie to you. He is the one person that he was kind of a villain, little bit, like a very minor. I don't even want to call him a villain. He was an adversary.
Yeah, like a rival.
He was a rival.
Yeah.
But he was funny as hell without really being over the top.
Right.
Like he's fucking with them. Mm-hmm. Just like it's one of those yo, I'm gonna kick your ass. I'm just fucking with you. But for real though. Like you don't know what's going on with this guy. It's like I will feed you to my children. I'm just kidding. We are vegetarians. Like what the fuck?
Yo, and you know what I love about this? He is Toboggan, so Trinidad and Tobago. He's from Tobago.
Okay.
And he is an actual Brooklynite.
I'm not gonna lie. He kind of sort of looks like Flo Rida.
What? No, he doesn't. At all.
Nope. Never mind. Yeah, you changed pictures. Yeah, never mind.
Not at all.
I take that back.
All the way.
I was looking at the one picture and I'm like, I kind of see it. No, you know what it is? It was the beard. That was it. The beard. Man, everybody looks the same in a beard.
I wish I could grow one. We're not gonna get on that. But no, he's up. So he's a Brooklynite. Phenomenal in this. This is his first role, actually, according to him.
Wait, what?
Yeah, that's what he says. His first major role.
What's he done before this?
Small shit. Probably like I haven't seen his previous credits, but it's nothing major. Like no movies.
Oh wow,
none. So he did a phenomenal job. I love the fact that he's from Brooklyn. I love the fact that they use a lot of Caribbean actors. He's from Tobago. Letitia Wright is actually Guyanese.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's pretty dope of them. But yeah, anytime he was on screen, he definitely took it away.
Yeah.
From the first fight when he came out and challenged them and him and his crew, to when they went back to him for help and said, "Hey, we want to do this." He was like, and then Everett Ross tried to speak and he just barked at him.
Dude, when he first woke up and he was like, "Where am I? Don't sneak up on me like that, colonizer." I'm like,
Colonizer. Yo, that shit. Oh my God.
yo, that shit had me rolling.
Another broken white boy for me to fix.
Yeah, yo, I didn't even catch that the first
Oh,
time
you
I watched
didn't?
it.
Yeah.
It was the second time I watched it where I caught it and I'm like, oh shit, that's a Winter Soldier Easter egg, straight up.
Absolutely, yeah.
So I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, man.
And that comes into a post credit scene that we'll talk about. But yeah, it was really cool that it was what I really liked about it was that it's its own movie.
Yes.
It is its own movie.
Completely.
I mean, yeah, you have Ross that's in the movie. You have Claw because he was in Ultron.
But that was it.
That's it. Like there is no other connection to the bigger MCU.
The Avengers. They don't mention anybody.
They don't.
I didn't expect them to, because this is Wakanda's closed off.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They know about everything. But so what? We have this.
Yeah, I mean,
you know what I mean?
And a lot of people were upset about that. I was talking to a few people who were really mad that there was no mention of the greater MCU. A lot of people are mad that we still don't know where the Soul Stone is.
I'm a little bit perturbed.
Well, I mean, I got my own theory on that. We'll touch on that in a minute. But the whole, Wakanda's supposed to be secluded. So Wakanda is its own thing. Nobody really knows. Nobody knows about Wakanda. At least nobody that's alive and shouldn't know about it.
Right.
And so it's. You want that seclusion to be real and to feel real. So you can't have this movie connected to the bigger world if they're secluded in the first place.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So it did give it that more that tighter feel. You know what I mean? Everything is more
it felt
compact
like a standalone. It felt like it didn't.
And it felt like a stand, and it needed to be because I mean, even though we got Black Panther and Civil War, we need to be introduced to this whole world. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Because everybody who got their first solo movie, it was about them. There was nothing extra in Captain America, nothing extra in Iron Man 1. Strange was a standalone.
Doctor Strange was a standalone without any mention of anything except the Eye of Agamotto as a time stone.
It's a time stone.
That's
the
it. Only mention of anything in the greater MCU.
Exactly.
There was the one Easter egg about War Machine.
Yes, and that was subtle.
And that was very subtle. Like you didn't even catch it until somebody pointed it out to you.
Exactly.
Like,
so
wow.
I listen. Only standalone that didn't feel as much as a standalone, but it was Spider-Man: Homecoming. And they needed it. They needed to add.
They needed to because it's a different studio. Yeah. Everybody knows it's Sony, so they needed to do it to make sure that everybody knew. Okay, this is in the world. So that was necessary. Right. I totally get that. But Ant-Man was a standalone.
Ant-Man was mad. What they mentioned? Well, they dropping buildings out of the sky or cities out of the sky. That was the only.
That was the only mention of it. No mention of any Infinity Stone.
Nope.
No mention of anything like that.
So I liked it. So I like that they gave.
Well, there was Falcon. He was in that one. Yeah, there was that one scene
but it
with
was
Falcon. Yeah, I mean, that's just enough to let you know that it's still related to it.
Because there are some movies that they have to make that callback. They got because
Ant-Man is a lesser known property.
Right.
Black Panther, you didn't need that in this movie because he was just in Civil War, so you already know he's connected to all of this.
Man, and like I said, what did you think this was gonna like when this movie was announced? Like when you saw him in before you even saw him in Civil War, when they announced Chadwick Boseman as Black Panther
at the Phase 3 announcement.
That shit.
Yeah.
Did you even think that it would even reach this heights right here?
Okay, so when I was excited for it.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because I was like, okay, cool, they're bringing in Black Panther. I don't know much, but I know, I knew a little bit. I'm like, oh, that's Storm's husband. Okay, cool.
It's like, Beyonce. That's Beyonce's husband.
And it's a dude from 42. Okay, word.
I just watched James Brown. Yeah.
I'm like, okay, word. I could dig this, but I wouldn't say I was excited for it. I was just like, okay, I'm interested. Right. That's what I was feeling. The first trailer, when I saw the first trailer for Black Panther, or even after Civil War, when I saw Civil War, I'm like, I like how they did Black Panther. I like Chadwick Boseman in that role, and I like what they're doing with it. Black Panther movie gets announced. I'm like, okay, I'm interested to see it. I'm down for it. Then it came out that it's going to be the last movie before Infinity War. Like, okay, that's putting a lot on this movie. Then I saw the first trailer and I was like, I was cool. I liked it. I liked the song more.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because it was the Run the Jewels?
Run the Jewels, yeah.
So I watched it. I saw the trailer. I'm like, okay, it's cool. It's not that I ain't like the trailer. It just ain't really do anything. I'm like, all right, a lot of action. It's a Marvel movie. No shit.
So
okay, cool.
Exactly. This is all I expect. Yep.
Yeah, it was exactly what I expected. So it's not like it was like I wasn't interested in it just didn't make me more excited because they didn't show me anything I didn't expect.
Right.
And I want to say all of that lasted up until what really got me excited for the movie, the Infinity War trailer.
Yeah.
When I saw how much of Infinity War took place in Wakanda, I was like, yo, this movie's going to be a big deal. At least they're going to be setting up something.
Yep. You're absolutely right. Well, so again, going back, they announced I like Chadwick Boseman as an actor.
Yeah.
So I was like, awesome. Oh, I'm all the way with it. They announced Coogler as the director, so immediately I'm thinking, is Michael B. Jordan's going to be in it? Because Michael B. Jordan is Coogler's DiCaprio.
That's his go-to.
That's his DiCaprio.
That was from Fruitvale Station?
Yep, to Creed, to this shit. Like that, they I love when they work together. All right, cool. I like Fruitvale Station. I liked Creed. Cool. I'm with it. So, and then they announced Michael B. Jordan as the villain. Awesome. Then he started rolling out the cast. Angela Bassett, Forrest Whitaker. What you call it? Of course, Chadwick Boseman, that's when Michael B. Jordan got announced. And I was like, this is shaping up to be some shit.
I was kind of interested because, I mean, nobody really knew. They kept this movie under wraps. Like, nobody knew anything that was going on in this movie.
Nothing leaked.
So when I saw who they were casting, I remember, I think I mentioned it on the show too. I was kind of not worried, not concerned, but interested to see if it was going to be like a blaxploitation film.
Yeah, you talked about that.
You know what I mean? Like, because Luke Cage was kind of a modern blaxploitation, and it was done really well. At least the first half of it.
It paid homage to the original Luke Cage. So
it did. So I thought, okay, well, they had some success with Luke Cage doing it. I was hoping that wasn't the case. I didn't want that to be the case, but I was interested to see it too. I was like, if that is the way they go about it, that'd be interesting.
Yeah,
I don't know it would be right, but it would be interesting.
Right. Absolutely.
But I'm so happy they didn't. I'm so happy that we got what we got out of it. Because that movie, you're right. As far as me, it's my number 2. And it's right up there too. And it is with Winter Soldier for the exact same reason. I didn't know all these movies were connected until Winter Soldier.
Really? Are you serious?
I watched Iron Man. I watched Guardians of the Galaxy. You know, I had watched the movies,
Spotting.
but I had always it was always spotty. I watched I never really thought about the fact that they were all connected. Not until Avengers came out before Winter Soldier, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So Avengers obviously was where was the like oh shit they are all connected. But Winter Soldier,
you know how intricate it was.
Yeah, Winter Soldiers really made me start paying attention to the franchise. Because at first they were just all superhero movies. Yeah, these action movies. Yeah, Arnold Schwarzenegger movies. Like that's all I really thought.
Yeah.
Then I saw Winter Soldier, and I saw that they were actually making movies.
Exactly. That's when the shift happened.
Winter Soldier is an espionage movie. That could have been a Bourne movie. That could have been a Bond movie.
Yep.
It just so happened to be a comic book movie.
Love it.
But when I saw that that's what they were doing with this franchise, I was like, okay, I need to go back and rewatch all of this because now I'm looking at it in a different light. Exactly. And to be honest, before Winter Soldier, before the Russo brothers took over and it was still Joss Whedon, they were all just comic book movies. Like I ain't go back and change in my mind on anything. I was like, okay, yeah, this are exactly what I thought it was.
Right.
But I had a different appreciation knowing what they were leading up to.
Exactly. And this is going to bring me to a point that I'm going to make later, but by the time you got to Winter Soldier, you are heavily invested. You know what's coming next. You know what the issues are. You just want to see what is going to make the story move further with all of these characters. And the storytelling is 18 movies now. The storytelling between 18 movies and how all of them connect. Every single last one. I loved it. I hate my least favorite. Well, my least favorite is Thor, but my least favorite movie of all of them is first Captain America movie.
Yeah.
I wasn't digging it.
Yeah.
But I like the fact that they said, no, we have to tell this story here.
It sets up a lot.
Yeah. We have to tell this because if we don't, then it's going to miss out a whole part. So I like the fact that they did that. But what the hell were we talking about? Oh, Black Panther. Let's go. Let's bring it back. When I was so then they announced the cast. I was like, oh, this shit's going to be crazy. Trailer hit. Okay. Invested. I'm cool. What's gonna happen? They're fighting fucking shit up. I want to see what he's doing past Civil War. Let's make it happen. What really got me into it was hearing all of them talk about the movie. So between Chadwick Boseman, Ryan Coogler, and Michael B. Jordan, who has become more people are talking about Michael B. Jordan than anybody else. But hearing Ryan Coogler describe how he began his process by going to Africa for like a couple months, 2 months, I believe. Yeah. Going to, just talking to different people, listening to different music, staying in the culture, and then bringing it forward for the actual production of the movie. Yeah. That hearing them speak so highly of it got me. Because when a person is passionate about something, whether if it's bullshit or not, when you hear them talk about it and it's up there like that, shit. So I listened to their interviews, and then the Kendrick thing happened. How Kendrick did the soundtrack.
Yeah.
Did you listen to the soundtrack?
I've tried to, man. It's good music. Yes. Lorraine and I both agree on this. It's good music. It's not my music.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? I'm too much of an old hip hop head. You know what I mean? Like, listen, there's some songs on there that I love and I like. You know what song I really liked from the movie that I'm mad isn't on the soundtrack? That one Korean rap song.
And when they got to Korea, yeah.
When they got to Korea, that was pretty dope. I don't know what they were saying, but it sounded pretty dope, and it's not on the soundtrack. And I'm a little upset. They should at least thrown the dude like a credit. You know what I mean?
Something.
Like, and we're gonna feature your song in this movie, but that's it. Like you get 20. You get 20 seconds.
That was dope.
Hey, yo, we sidetracking like hell. Yeah, Korea's got some really good hip hop.
They do.
I mean, you got a lot of American influences, a lot of Army and Marine bases out there. Mm-hmm. So there's a lot of really good hip hop out of Korea. You guys listening, sidebar, make a note. Go out and look up some Korean hip hop. Pretty good. Pretty good stuff. Flow Sick, I think, is one rapper. Look him up.
I've heard of him. You put me on him, yep. But yeah, man. And so that's what really got me geared up. And then I started looking into it more, how it's a black movie. It's through and through black. Yes, it was created by Stan Lee and Jack Kirby. I get it, but written and directed by a black dude, starring a whole host of not just regular ass black, like Oscar-winning, Oscar-nominated actors are in this movie. Actors and actresses are in this movie. Lupita Nyong'o, she won an Oscar. Forrest Whitaker, Angela Bassett, these are some top-notch performances that we were getting in this movie. Let's talk about that villain, though.
Killmonger. Yo, when we were before we go into that, Killmonger is by far the best villain we've ever had in a Marvel movie. Mm-hmm. One that doesn't get a lot of credit, and we talk only because we both mentioned the movie, Winter Soldier. Mm-hmm. Not a villain now.
But he was, yeah.
But he was he was another villain that you're like, all right, this one I'm connecting with. So the big three so far are Loki, Winter Soldier, and now we got Killmonger. Yeah. I am so mad that he did not make it to past the end of the movie.
Yeah, that kind of pissed me off.
The way he went out, totally, I love, especially that quote, man. Yeah. You know, bury me at sea with my ancestors who knew that it was better to die than live in bondage. Yeah. Holy shit, man. Yes. Yo, I'm not gonna lie. That's when, that's when my girl started crying. Mm-hmm. All right, and I think she had already cried a few times up to that point. Mm-hmm. I didn't cry, but I got choked. I really did, because I was like, shit, man. Like that's. I know I look white. I know how I look, but that don't mean my grandmother ain't black.
You're a brother to me, son.
Thank you, bro. But I mean, but that doesn't mean my grandmother ain't black. My grandmother's family came across in ships just like everyone else. Facts. I'm just lucky enough to look white, and I don't have a hard time with the cops most of the time.
Enough,
but that don't mean I don't have family, and that don't mean that I got family that don't have a hard time with the cops.
Right.
You know what I mean? So that all that out of the way. It's still connected. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. What really got me crying out before we get into it, just because it's a little blurb. What got me crying, because I walked out of that movie theater in tears, was when at the end of the movie at the basketball court when he landed the ship, and that kid, you saw hope come across that kid's face. Probably the first time ever in his life. Mm-hmm. Yo, I like that. That's what got me. I was choked. I was tearing up. I couldn't move. I couldn't walk out. I'm like, I'm happy there's credit scenes after this because I need these lights to stay dim.
Exactly. Let me take, and I want to talk more about that in a second too, but absolutely by far the best villain that not because he's black. No, I felt for him.
You understood his motivations.
Yeah, like I felt like that. I get, like, it doesn't make it right. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, but
I get why he turned out the way he turned out.
Absolutely.
And then finding out all this. So, we can talk about spoilers. So, his father played. Oh damn, I don't know his name. He's in that show that I tell you to watch. This Is Us.
Okay,
he plays Randall. His father was T'Chaka's brother, who was sent to the U.S. On a mission, just to be a spy, what have you, between him and the other dude that was running with him. And his father, seeing everything that was happening with, the oppression that the black people was facing, and what they had to do to survive in America. And when they confronted each other, he was like, yo, we can help our people. Like, we have the resources to help each and every last one of them, and we're choosing not to. And that frustrates me. This is why I'm trying to get, I've been working with, not Killmonger, what name?
Claw.
That's why I've been working with Claw. Selling him vibranium on the side, blah 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 blah. Because we can help our people. And I looked at that. I was like, there's nothing wrong with that. I see nothing wrong with that.
With Killmonger, you were looking at somebody who wasn't a bad person, didn't have bad intentions, just had bad
processes.
The bad process. Yeah, the motivation wasn't bad. What he wanted to do was actually really good. It's just the way he went about it was the wrong way.
Yeah.
But you don't get villains like that very often. No. The last villain I felt that deep before was Kilgrave in Jessica Jones.
Yes,
because you felt sorry for him at one point. You're like, wow, this guy really can't control what he's doing.
Exactly,
he's just doing.
He's doing what he's doing. He's living.
Yeah, he has no idea whether somebody's doing something for him because they want to or because he's compelling them to do it.
Exactly.
So you feel for somebody when it gets to that. I felt for Zemo. Baron Zemo in Civil War. Even though he was another secondary villain. He was supposed to be the main villain, but he was secondary. But I understood his motivation. Shit, he lost his family in Sokovia. I absolutely understand why he's going through all this. And I understand why he's doing what he's doing. He's still a bad guy. He's not like one of those guys with good intentions but bad follow through. No. He was a bad guy. But I always felt like he was underplayed. Like he should have had something bigger. I'm happy he's not dead because I like to see what they're doing.
Yeah, I can't wait to see what they do with him.
But with him, with Michael B. Jordan, man, dude,
you felt for him.
You really felt for him. Like you're like, wow, this guy really went through some shit to walk in and find his father dead, knowing his uncle did it.
Well, so he had to figure it out because he saw claw marks.
Yeah, he saw claw marks, so he had to figure that out. But I mean, the kid already had the tattoo. Like he already had that tattoo on his inner lip. Yeah. So he knew something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It wasn't like he was totally oblivious to this whole thing. He knew who he was. Exactly. And he knew who he had to have known what Black Panther was. You have to assume that much.
And his father left all that stuff. So he had like maps and coordinates and Wakandan writing in that stuff. So he knew. And so he had to go through life now after his father died, knowing that there is a greater, because his father talked to him about
growing up
Wakanda.
in Oakland too. Yeah. So he's already, so he's getting that. It's not like his dad, where his dad came through, saw what was going on and started feeling for these people. He came up in that shit.
Yep.
And then he went JSOC?
Oh, so, that's some army shit.
Yeah, that's some military stuff. Yeah,
I don't know the
fuck when they were talking about like, he went JSOC in one of those ghost units. Those are the people that's Jason Bourne shit.
Yeah,
that's legitimately Jason Bourne type shit.
Damn. He did that, and then he the scarification shit.
Yeah,
or for his kills or what have you. So he was still connected to his roots. My man just wanted for his people to become better, to live better, to be treated better, and he knew that better was in Wakanda.
But he became radicalized. That was his problem. Exactly. He was way too radicalized.
Exactly, and that's where the bad guy, I guess, comes in. Shit, Andy, I told you about this before we even started rolling. Andy Serkis is out of everything.
Andy Serkis is no longer affiliated with Disney.
Yeah, niggas say, you want to make a Jungle Book? Oh, okay. Watch this. He had 2 big roles just cut.
Yeah.
Cut. Literally. Just cut. Snoke dead. What name? Claw dead. Like shot, just gone. I was like, oh shit.
Oh, you're gonna make your own Jungle Book movie, motherfucker.
Bam. Go ahead now. Like, yo, that's bugged out to me. And my thing was, I was like, damn, they really gonna put my man to like second rate? Like, I don't like Michael B. Jordan. They really gonna put Michael B. Jordan second rate? I don't like that. Nope, not at all.
Yeah, I was a little interested to see how that was gonna play out. I'm like, all right, so who's the big villain? Is it Claw or is it Killmonger?
Because we all thought it was Claw.
Yeah, because Claw made bigger sense too, especially that he was in Ultron, so he was already set up.
He there, and he's huge in the comics.
Yeah, and you know what? I wouldn't be mad if they went to Ace Ventura 2 route and just did a whole White Devil situation.
White Devil.
Yeah, Iquensu Ocha.
Yeah, Iquensu Ocha.
I don't know why that's the one word I remember out of that.
I just watched that shit like a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, I haven't seen that movie in years. I still remember Iquensu Ocha.
Love it.
But I was like, all right, if it's. I was thinking that it wouldn't be outside of the realm of possibility if they did that. Like, with the the big bad guy in in the black movie, quote unquote, is the white guy. I'm happy they didn't though, because right. I mean, one, there's just way too much racial tension in the country as it is now.
Yeah.
So to have a movie like that, people would have read way deeper into it than they would have needed to. You know what I mean? Not to say that. People are stupid,
and
people would have seen that. Yeah, people would have seen that movie, seen that aspect of it, and just taken it to a whole level that it never intended to go.
Yeah, exactly.
So I'm happy that they didn't. One and two, I'm happy that they gave Killmonger his due. Like, no, we're gonna make this guy the villain. This is the bad guy, and we're gonna put all the emphasis on him.
And you know what's crazy? So like in the comics, Black Panther could never be Killmonger ever, at all. And I want to say that I don't think he beat Killmonger in this movie. Because at the end of the day, he did what Killmonger wanted him to do.
He did.
So I think that's how it may not be, but that's what they connected to the comics in regards to that relationship.
They did. And you got to admit, man, that fight scene, Killmonger whooped his ass.
He fucked him up.
That wasn't even a close fight.
No, he fucked him up. Like, and he threw him off the cliff. He killed him.
And then he threw him off the cliff. Yeah, he straight up killed him.
Yeah, he killed him.
If they didn't find him,
he'd be dead.
Yeah. Like and that wasn't even a close fight. Mm-hmm. It was like, this is your king. Pop.
This is your king. He killed Forrest Whitaker because Forrest Whitaker is the reasoning why the dad died, really. Mm-hmm. And then boom, killed him. No hesitation.
I'm a little mad that they made a young Forrest Whitaker look like Wishbone.
Wishbone
from Bone Thugs and Harmony.
I know, you're fucking ridiculous. You know what's funny?
It looked like if Wishbone and 50 Cent had a baby.
I thought it was 50's kid when I first seen that actor. I really did think it was 50's kid. And you know what's crazy? That kid's last name is Whitaker, but he's not related to Forrest Whitaker.
Oh, the dude that played T'Chaka in that one scene, that flashback scene?
Oh, yeah.
He's actually
Coney's son.
Yeah, that was his son.
That's crazy.
They were like, wow, that's pretty good. That he actually does look alike. He does look like T'Chaka, old T'Chaka. Yeah. That's his son. Like, well, that makes sense.
That makes sense. Yeah. No, let me tell you something. I have no issues with this movie. It did what it was supposed to do. It's set up for Civil War without setting up Infinity War without setting up. And now the pressure went from being on Black Panther to now being on Infinity War.
Yeah.
Because this shit opening weekend made $201
million first weekend. $201
million first weekend. Right, and over the 4 day, that was $235 million.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah, that's just your standard Friday through Monday.
Right,
Friday, Saturday, Sunday movie.
Right, and then second weekend made 111 million. 0.7.
Yeah,
that shit. So if let's put this in the context here.
Justice League would have loved to do 111 million on its first weekend.
Yeah, and we're not gonna get into DC. We got. I'm sorry, DC. We can't. We're not. Fuck off. And then so second weekend 111 million, and this shit's just going because my timeline, everybody's going to see it and then going to see it again and going to see it again. Like it's not, people are misunderstanding it, and we're gonna get into this here. People are misunderstanding it. Yes, there has been other black superheroes. Yes, there has been other black movies.
I have not forgotten about Blank Man, Damon Wayans. We will never forget you.
Absolutely, and Meteor Man for that matter. You know what I mean?
Oh, I forgot about Meteor Man.
Meteor Man's my shit, nigga. The gold.
Oh, wow.
What were they called? Golden Lords, Baby Lords. I used to want to be a Baby Lord. Anyway, so yes, there has been other black movies. There has been other black superheroes.
You got Blade. You got Spawn.
Yeah, those were great. None of them depicted a king. None of them depicted a kingdom. None of them depicted black people running their own.
Yeah.
None of them was directed and written by and starring Oscar-winning and nominated black actors and actresses. People, this is why we're going to go out and support it. Because have you listened to Coogler speak?
Nah, I haven't. I haven't seen any interviews on this.
Let me tell you something. That man sounds like he's straight from the hood. Straight from the hood. And I love that because he is 3 for 3 on his directing his movies.
Has he only done 3 movies?
He's only done 3, yes.
Has it just been Creed, Fruitvale Station, and this one?
Only 3. My man is 31 years old. These are things I'm trying to impress upon my kids. He's 31 years old. Fruitvale Station came out when? 2014-ish?
Not that long ago.
Not that long ago. So he was in his 20s on that debut. Still in his 20s for Creed. 31 for this movie?
Wow.
He's young as shit.
I had no idea that was only his 3rd movie.
Yeah. Michael B. Jordan, young as shit. And he's only going to go up. Yeah. Chadwick Boseman, Black Don't Crack. That man is 41 years old.
Shut up.
Dead ass.
All right.
Angela Bassett, like 69 or some shit. 59, 69, one of them. Fine as shit. Lupita Nyong'o, 34. Like, they're young and they're doing great things.
Yeah.
In this great movie that just happens to be black. Super black. And I love that. I got people on my timeline. Oh, you guys where were you when Birth of a Nation came out? Where were you when 12 Years a Slave? I hope you're gonna go see this. And let me tell you something right now. My mom made me watch Roots when I was a kid. That 5-day long ass movie. All Roots did, and I'm within context. I don't hate white people. My best friend is white. All those movies made me hate white people. That's all it did. Roots and fucking even the Michael Jackson movie. There was some racist shit in there. I don't want my son, and I spoke to you about this a lot.
Yeah,
my son really feels, and I'm not even saying it's a wrong thing. It's just it's sad that this is surprising to me. My son feels that any black person he sees in a movie, whether superhero or what have you, is the leader. The Red Ranger, we all know the Red Ranger is the leader of Power Rangers. As soon as they take off that mask and he sees the black one, he's like, oh, he's clearly the leader. His favorite MCU characters before this was War Machine and Falcon. Those are the leaders to him. Why must I take my son now at 5? Mind you, I'm going to let him know about this stuff when he's older, but at 5, thinking this, why am I going to take him to a slavery movie and say, no, this is what you need to understand. This is where you came from.
We've been oppressed forever.
Why am I? He doesn't know oppression. He was born when Barack Obama was president, so he's born into seeing a black man in power. His grandfathers own their own.
Yeah,
Spanish and black, Jamaican, black. They own their own. He sees his mom getting up every day to go to work and make money and do what we're supposed to do. He sees me getting up every day, making money to provide for whatever we need. He sees his sisters going after winning awards and all that. He sees all that black excellence around him. Why the fuck am I gonna sit him down for Birth of a Nation? Why am I gonna sit him down and watch him get his name told to him? His name is Toby, not Kunta Kinte. What the fuck? No. Why?
I dig it.
That makes no sense. Birth of a Nation was not for kids. 12 Years a Slave is not for kids. I don't want my son seeing that right now. Yes, in future, when he gets a little older to understand, absolutely. Right now, I want him to continue to see black people in power.
You want him to focus on the potential as opposed to the oppression that was in the past.
Exactly. My son is, it's typical. Oh, I want to be a policeman. I want to be a firefighter. He said, I want to be an architect. He didn't say architect. He wanted to say, I want to make buildings, but I don't want to build it. I was like, oh, well, that's architecture, son. He's like, well, I want to do that. I was like, perfect. So I'm going to now mess his whole shit up at 5 years old and say, no, we were slaves. We were oppressed. That white man over there was the enemy. Why the fuck would I do that? He doesn't, and I hate this term, doesn't see color, but he doesn't do that. You know what I mean? He plays whoever. He treats people accordingly.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's not that type of kid. So for you telling me, oh, you didn't take your son to see this and you didn't teach him about what we went through 400 years of slavery. No, because my son's seen a black man as the president of the United States practically all his life.
Yeah.
Why am I going to be like, no, son, no, don't pay attention to that.
No, this is the exception. This isn't the rule.
Yeah, no, fuck that. I want my kid, my son sees his sister playing a violin. What fucking black person you see playing a violin?
You want me to answer that honestly?
No.
Okay.
No, don't fuck up my point.
There's literally 2 guys from Miami, actually.
No.
Called Black
I get
Violin.
it, but I'm saying the masses. You don't see.
Yeah, no, you're right.
It's not televised that they're playing that. No, none of that. So I want him to see the potential. I want to see where he can go. I watched the Chris Rock special. You ain't see it yet? I don't really want to spoil nothing for you because it's a great special.
It's Chris Rock. Go for it. I have an idea of what he's going to talk about.
He says, you can't. You got these kids that are being told they can do anything, and no, the fuck they can't yet. But stop telling your kids you can be anything, you can do anything. No, but let them know that they're gonna have to work towards it. You know what I mean? Work. Yeah. You can't. You're not just gonna get shit handed to you. You dig what I'm saying? And that's what I'm trying to teach him. He sees all of this, and I keep saying black excellence because I don't know what else to say. He sees all this black excellence. Why am I gonna say no, son? You were a slave. You were probably gonna be a house nigga because you're light skinned. Why the fuck would I say that?
Yeah,
that's the step up. Oh no, you would have been a house nigga. No, get the fuck out of here. You bugging the hell out. No, I wholeheartedly respect the fact that, and it's weird. Like I said, my son is not the greatest behaved kid in school, but he's smart. That's their only takeaway from him. He really liked Killmonger. Good. He didn't like shit about what name?
Claw,
not Claw. Black Panther.
Oh, word?
Yeah, he's like, no, I like, because he calls him, I know it as the Golden Jaguar.
Yeah.
So I like Golden Jaguar. That's who I want to be. I was like, that's a little scary, but I get it.
A little militant.
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay.
I get it. And that's because he's seeing, like I said, seeing men of color in power. And that's what I want my kids to see. Both of them, all three of them.
Right.
You know what I mean? I don't understand people.
Someday, my son, as a young Hispanic, will have a superhero of his own. We ain't got shit.
Wait,
you know who we got?
Who the fuck?
You know who the Spanish superhero is?
Yes.
Who?
Nacho Libre.
Man, get the fuck. Man, if you don't get the fuck away from me right now. Word, no, you want to know who black superheroes are? The black comic book, the black. You want to know who the Spanish comic book character is?
Who that?
From our country? Juan fucking Valdez.
Wow.
The coffee grower.
God damn it.
Yeah, that's all we got.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, and Chispirito. That's all we got.
Not Speedy Gonzalez?
You don't get the fuck away from me. Everyone's like, oh, Miles Morales. I'm like, yeah, Miles Morales got the last name, but let's be honest, let's be real about it. He black.
He's black.
Black people owning that one. Like we ain't got.
Taking that one.
You know who we got in the comic book movies?
Who that?
Fucking Shades.
Yeah, he's a bad guy.
Yeah,
he's a bad guy.
And he's even got my last name. Shades Alvarez. Man, you what the fuck, man? Come on,
your people.
Come on,
yo.
I got to deal with that and Lil Pump. No, fuck yourself. I'm not okay with this anymore.
Don't cry, bro. It's okay. I'm here for you.
Can we at least get the guy from Captain Planet, at least?
Oh.
The little Venezuelan kid with the monkey?
Yes. Oh, he had to have a monkey. Oh, shit.
I don't know where I'm going with this anymore, guys. We're coming right off the rails. But, so we kind of went in on the movie. We didn't do a review. We didn't get like a play-by-play review, scene by scene. But, I mean, scale of 1 to 10.
10.
10?
10. I have no issues.
I'm going to go with 9.98.
Okay. Yeah, I have no issues with that movie. The actors were great. Performances were great. Story was great. It fit into the greater MCU. Them after credit scenes. We didn't even get to that.
After credit.
So the first one was him basically bringing Wakanda to the world.
Yeah.
Right. And I love the fact that the guy was like, "What is a bunch of farmers gonna give the rest of the world?"
Yeah.
And he just smiled. He smiled. Everett Ross smiled. Hilarious, because they just don't fucking know what's about to happen.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? So that was dope. That was actually originally supposed to be the end of the movie, instead of an after credit scene. But Coogler, and he's slowly becoming my favorite because he hasn't made a bad movie yet.
Fair. Keep in mind, same thing happened to M. Night Shyamalan.
Chill.
And then the happening happened.
Chill. I just watched that too. That shit, was that with the wind?
Mm-hmm.
Fuck that movie. So. That end credit was supposed to be the end of the movie, but he wanted to show more signs of hope. So that's why they returned to Oakland in that area with the fucking ship, and then they're gonna start an outreach program. He was like, "What are we gonna do with these buildings that are gonna turn down?" Oh no, I bought that one and that one,
which is a very Batman thing to do.
It was super Batman-esque.
Because what did
I'm not
you
gonna
do?
give him the
I
credit.
bought the orphanage.
I'm not gonna give him the credit. No, this is black owned, black ideas, blackity black. So yeah, no, that was dope. So he showed the kid, and the kid, like you said, had a look of hope. He's looking at a king.
Yeah,
a king that looks like him,
a black king.
Yeah.
With the Bugatti spaceship.
Yeah.
I died.
That's that new Bugatti, son.
Yo, that's a Bugatti spaceship.
No,
we can strip this down and sell it for parts.
We can strip it and sell it for parts.
And then here comes Shuri, like, I wouldn't do that.
Yeah, like calm down. Like, yeah, just let me see what we can do.
Okay, Hood.
That shit was
okay, Hood rat. Listen, you're not stripping this.
You know what? That was your Spanish superhero right there. He had to have been. He had to be a Spanish guy saying that shit. Well, we can strip it and sell it for parts, eh?
Fuck you.
But no, so that was originally supposed to be the ending, but he changed it to that one. So that was an after credit scene. Super excited to see what they bring more to. It can only be better. And with this opening and the way it's going, he's about to be the new number one.
Yo, let me tell you right now, man. The way Marvel's been doing this lately,
they're hitting.
Because the last movie you had before this one was Thor Ragnarok.
Loved it.
Which is one of the best movies that's my number 3.
That's number 3 now, yeah.
Like
absolutely.
Straight up. What came out before that? Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. Okay, yeah, it was kind of I don't want to say a misstep, but it wasn't as great.
Spider-Man came out right before that.
Oh, yes, right. Spider-Man Homecoming was one of the best movies I've seen in a long time. My favorite Spider-Man movie by far.
Yeah.
But then you hit Thor Ragnarok just came out, which was amazing. You got Black Panther that just came out, which was fucking amazing. Infinity War.
This is now, you know what? So seeing that Infinity War trailer, yes, it got me more excited for Black Panther, but it spoiled a lot of shit. Cause when he died, I was like, yeah, he's not dead. Like in my mind. You know what I mean? Maybe that's why a lot of people don't watch trailers. But I was like, he's not dead. Like he threw him off the shit and he said, he's not dead. He's coming back. He's gonna he get this man a shield. He said it. Like I said it.
Yeah, you're right. The thing is, you had to know he wasn't dead either because
I mean, true.
Let's be real.
But you
Killmonger ain't going out. Killmonger ain't winning that.
I wish they didn't kill him, Killmonger. But anyway,
hey, they brought back Coulson.
Shit, you're right. They bring back a lot of everybody but fucking Pietro. Fucking Speedy. What name? The fuck is his name?
Man, you went mad Jamaican just now.
It happened. I be doing that shit at work. They be like, yo, you can't do that. Fuck Quicksilver. But yeah, man. So they did all that, and I'm cool with that. Where the fuck was I going?
I don't know.
You fucked me up. We're gonna keep all of this in still. After credit screens, that's what you're talking about.
Oh yeah, credit screens.
So he introduced everybody to the world.
Yeah.
The second one though was we all knew that Bucky was the third white person in this movie.
Yeah.
Fourth, if you count Stan Lee.
There was no way you come into this movie. Oh yeah, we forgot Stan Lee. There's no way you come into this movie and not expect some mention of Winter Soldier. I'm actually happy they did it in the credit scene because I was about to get really mad.
Yeah.
I was about to say like, whoa, hold up.
The whole thing?
I get it. It's a standalone. But he's in Wakanda.
Exactly.
We know he's in Wakanda. We just seen him get frozen.
I just watched Civil War yesterday, nigga. Where he at?
Yeah. So no, it means Shuri even mentions him. So it's like, whoa.
I just remember my point. Sorry to cut you off.
Go for it.
The Infinity War trailer spoiled the shit. But now I know for a fact that Infinity War is going to be Black Panther heavy in the promotion.
Oh yeah.
It has to be because it's gonna bring that same crowd from Black Panther to Infinity War. If all of this shit's taking place in there
is going. I would be very interested to see what the home video sales or the streaming is going to be now.
I haven't,
especially Civil War is on Netflix now.
Yeah.
And when people find out that Black Panther's first appearance was on Civil War, they're going back and they're watching that shit at home.
It's not gonna get on Netflix.
What's that?
By 2019, Black Panther's not gonna be on Netflix.
Oh no,
it's gonna be on. It's gonna be on Disney. That streaming thing, and I'm getting that shit. But I haven't bought a DVD, Blu-ray, whatever the fuck, since The Dark Knight.
Yeah,
I'm definitely buying this shit.
Yeah,
and I'm probably not even gonna open it. I'm just gonna buy it and put it up. You know what I mean? So the promotion's gonna be heavy. So the White Wolf. I just jumped ahead of myself. Fucking Bucky. You know, the after credit scene shows the kids looking at him, and it was funny. And a coworker of mine brought this to my attention. When that scene comes up, all the kids we're looking at the screen like waiting for some shit to happen, and then the kids pop up looking at us like, oh shit, you know, like it was weird. Like you've seen it when the kids came up on the screen. So that was dope to me. Like that's another like callback. Like oh you waiting? Y'all still here? Okay, we got something for you. So Bucky gets up and she's like, oh, you're doing well, you're healing fast. We got more shit to do. But you hear the kids calling him White Wolf in their native tongue. White Wolf in the comics is a guy that crash landed, like his family
in
died.
Wakanda. Yeah,
he crash landed over there.
And T'Chaka adopted him.
Yeah, and they took him in and whatever, and he became White Wolf and all that good stuff. I don't see that happening, but that's a good callback to the comics.
Yeah. I don't see White Wolf coming up at all. I think that's just like something to throw, like you mentioned. It's just something to throw the comic book heads. Yeah. Like, oh hey, look, here's a little treat.
Here's a thing. Take that. Go. So that happened, and yes, that's all of the Bucky that I needed to see in the movie. No more than that. Yeah,
I would have been. The only other way I would have been okay with it is if like during that Wakandan Civil War is what people are calling. I'm like, when the Civil War was a fight.
Yeah.
But whatever, do what you got to do. It would have been mad cool if Bucky would have shown up then. I think not to save the day. You know, people still save the day, but like if he would have shown up, like we need, we're gonna need some help, and then Bucky shows up out of nowhere.
You know what? I think that may have been in the original script, but M'Baku came and saved the day.
Yeah, or you know what? If it would have seen Bucky coming out with M'Baku.
That would have been different.
You know what I mean? Like he's already out, but he's hanging out with the mountain tribes.
Yeah.
Which I mean, that would not make sense either because the mountain tribes didn't get along. The Jabari didn't get along with anybody else down there at the time.
They didn't get along with white people.
Yeah, especially. I mean, they wouldn't even let Ross talk. What are they gonna do with a one-armed white boy? Yeah. Yeah, okay, maybe I'm going the wrong way with this, but
I get what you're saying. Though.
I'm not a director, I'm not a writer.
Yeah.
But I mean, it would have been. I would have been okay with seeing them intertwine it that way.
Yeah.
Because you can't, like I said, I was about to be mad if I'm like, all right, they got one more credit scene, and if Bucky ain't in this one,
I'm gonna be pissed.
Because you can't have that movie. Like I said, I get it's a standalone. It should be a standalone, but you do have to connect it to the MCU somehow. You have to.
Absolutely.
Because it isn't a totally standalone universe. And they didn't do it throughout the entire movie with the exception of at the very Claw, because Claw was in Ultron.
Yep.
So you know that was a connection. They mentioned at the very beginning, they mentioned the attack during Civil War. But you need something like you need something harder, like really connecting everything.
And that's
so. And Bucky's already in Wakanda. You can't just totally not acknowledge that.
Exactly. Yeah. No. Again, I have absolutely no issues with this movie. I hear there's like a 4-hour long director's cut. I will sit and watch all 4 of those hours. Totally cool with that. But guys, definitely let us know what you think. People who've seen it, people who didn't see it. Do you want to see it? Why don't you want to see it? I don't understand. I had a person tell, I don't want to see this movie. I'm not excited for it. But their reason was valid. They never watched any other MCU movie. And if you haven't been invested in those, then I completely understand. It's not for you. It's not your thing.
Yeah.
But to the ones that's like, I'm not supporting it because it was written by a white man and he created it and blah. Calm down.
Shut up.
Calm the fuck down. This okay? If it was written by a white man who written us as kings and queens and leaders, I'm cool with that.
Yeah.
Rather than the white man writing us as the kingpin drug dealer, fucking power.
You got a white guy that created a black king leading one of the strongest countries in the world.
Yeah.
What are you mad at?
Yes. You can't. We're never gonna please you. You want
to really go. Then this is my conversation with them. You really want to show proof? Show me the black comic book artist that gave you a black comic book character that does that.
Let's see it.
Show it to me. I'll wait. Here I am, waiting.
I don't need.
Not to say there aren't any.
Right.
Not
No,
to say
absolutely.
there aren't any. But show me one with that kind of an impact.
Exactly. Like let us have this. Let us have it. If you want to go there dressed up in Kunta Kinte cloths and fucking dashikis and
seeing people showing up to the movie and coming to America outfits was the best fucking thing I think I've ever seen.
Fucking beautiful. I posted this in the group. I've seen choreographed lightsaber battles. I've watched these little fucktard kids go into Prospect Park and come across the street to the pavilion in Park Slope, Brooklyn, with sticks that they picked off a tree and doing duels for Harry Potter. Don't sit there and tell me that we can't cosplay. It's cosplay. That's all it is. That's all it is.
Yo, I remember when Phantom Menace first came out, that horrible movie that it was. I remember people were showing up in like Chewbacca and Darth Vader outfits.
I still get dressed up for Star Wars.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I got my Darth Vader shirt. Kylo Ren
just because
shit.
ain't none of these characters white, you're going to have a hard time with it. Go fuck yourself.
Get the fuck out of here, man. And that's the shit I don't like. Let people have things. You did?
Yeah. Let people enjoy things.
Yeah.
That's rule number 1.
Shit. But again, guys, let us know what you think. Give us a call, 321-405-2219. Almost forgot the number. Pop Song Group.
Hit us up on the social media. Hit us up on Facebook at Pops On. Hit us up on Twitter. Twitter ain't getting a lot of love lately, folks. Show us a little bit. Go at No Dad Jokes with the Z. We're sorry. But hit us up there. Hit us up on Instagram at No Dad Jokes. Leave us some pictures. If you cosplay, tag us in a picture on Instagram.
Yeah.
Post it up on the wall on Facebook. Have some fun with this, guys.
Absolutely.
I do want to give a shout out to all the people that have been interacting on the page. People who have been contributing to conversations. Thank you all so much for showing support and showing that you're listening and enjoying this.
And all the angry calls and texts that we got for not posting.
Yeah, there were a few of those. Thanks for noticing, guys. We really appreciate that.
Thank you.
Don't forget to go rate and review us on iTunes. Subscribe to us on Google Play.
iHeartRadio, Podbean.
What was that? We got Stitcher,
Tune In, all that.
TuneIn Radio. Yeah, we're on a lot. We have a hard time keeping up with where we are.
Yeah, we're international.
But definitely, we are international. We're also apparently on the black payroll for Disney. Hey, Bob.
What's up, Bob?
But guys, hit us up. Let us know what did you think of Black Panther? What would you have liked to see in Black Panther? What was your favorite part of it? What are you looking forward to in Infinity War? Let us know. Oh, we ain't even talk about the Soul Stone.
So I wholeheartedly believe that shit is in Wakanda. I don't know where. I don't want to say it's in Vibranium because then how you gonna get to it? But that shit is in Wakanda. That's the only reason why that war is there, bro.
I don't think we're going to find out where the Soul Stone is. I think we're going to find out in Captain Marvel.
Really?
I think that's when because you're going to have Ant-Man and the Wasp and Captain Marvel between Infinity War 1 and Avengers 4. All right? So
between those two movies.
I think Infinity War is going to introduce Thanos. And that whole because keep in mind, the only people who know that anything intergalactic is going on are the Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yes.
Mind you, the rest of the Avengers know that aliens exist because of what happened in the first Avengers movie. Mm-hmm. But aside from that, they don't know that all this is going on. They don't know who Thanos is. They don't know about Infinity Stones. They don't know any of this shit.
True.
Except Doctor Strange, who kind of has an idea, only because he knows that the thing he has in the Eye of Agamotto is an Infinity Stone. But he don't know what the Tesseract... They know what the Tesseract is. They have no idea it's an Infinity Stone.
Right.
They have no idea what the red one from Thor...
the Ether.
The Ether. Mm-hmm. They don't know about any of this shit. So you're going to have Infinity War where they're essentially learning that all this shit is going down and introducing Thanos. And I think we're going to find out the full story of the Infinity Stones and all that because they already said this movie is going to be mostly from Thanos' perspective.
Yep.
So I think that's what this movie is really going to be setting up and why he needs all the stones. And it's going to set up what's up with the soul. I think it's basically him getting all of them except the Soul Stone.
Yep. Okay.
And I think you're going to have Ant-Man and the Wasp, which is going to be its own standalone thing from what I can see. I think Captain Marvel is going to come in and that's going to show, because it's a prequel, that take place in the 90s. I think that's when we're going to find out what happened to the Soul Stone. Because there's a reason you haven't seen Captain Marvel at any point in the MCU up to this point.
True.
You know what I mean? If this is happening back in the 90s, where the fuck has she been the entire time? You know what I mean?
You're right.
So I'm thinking that we're going to find out what happens to the Soul Stone in Captain Marvel, and then right after that is Avengers 4, and that's basically going to be the search for the Soul Stone. Whoever can get to it first, and that's what's going to end this storyline up to this point. That's my theory.
That's bugged out.
Right?
Bugged the fuck out.
But it also, because if we find out where the Soul Stone is now, well then okay, well what the fuck we need 2 Avengers movies for?
True. I mean,
you know what I mean? Yeah, it's a lot of action. You can probably draw out the story, but you kind of you lose all the skin in the game. You know what I mean? There's no. All right, we already know where all those stones are. You know what? Just fucking Thanos. Just go snap your fingers and get it.
So what you're saying is you don't want them to Last Jedi that shit.
Exactly. I want them to drag it out. I want. We still have 2 movies coming out between Infinity War and Avengers 4. Let's give those movies something to live up to.
Absolutely. Well, again, guys, let us know your theories. That's a good one. It's solid.
Yeah,
solid.
I think so. I like to think so. If you hear out, if that actually is what works out, God damn it, Bob, cut me a check.
Goddamn right. Shit. Anyway,
Feige, I'm coming after you.
Oh man, nuts. But yeah, man, we again, we loved it. Jay saw it twice. I'm about to go see it like 3 more times.
Yep.
And I'm buying the Blu-ray, DVD, HD, live, whatever the fuck it comes on.
Yep.
Again, guys, post your pics. Let us know what's up. Pop Song Group on Facebook. Got that 1,700 members now.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I'm loving it.
Love it, love it, love it. So again, listen to these messages, and we're gonna be right back with a little bit of a topic here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we'll get back to it.
Don't get mad.
What's going on, Pop Song Nation? This is your boy Raul of Pop Song, and guess what? Your favorite dad's got a new number.
New phone. Who this?
Yeah, man. You guys can reach us at 321. Why is it ringing already?
This call will be recorded and monitored. I have a collect call from...
Hey, I got a dad joke for you guys.
What?
What does a snowman eat for breakfast?
an inmate at a San Bernardino County
Bro, who do we know in
detention
San Bernardino jail? Oh, how did he get this number? Anyway, yeah, 321-405-2219. What the fuck is going on now? Hello?
Okay, yeah, listen, I'm ready to come pick up my 2 pies. I want everything on it.
Whoa.
No onions like last time.
No,
I ain't got
wait a
time for
minute.
that
Stop.
shit.
Who do you think you're calling right now, dude?
I'm looking for Sal's Pizza.
This is not Sal's, dude. This is Pop's on.
Pops on?
Yeah.
In Florida?
Yes.
You gotta be kidding me.
Yes.
I love you guys.
Oh, okay.
This is incredible.
Yes.
Raul, it does sound like you.
Oh, yeah.
All right, get on that Twitter shit. Tell them to release the S already.
Will do, partner. Will do.
All right, listen, take care.
Peace. Let me turn this damn phone off. Listen, 321-405-2219. Call us, leave a voicemail, send us a text message. We definitely want to play these voicemails of your best dad jokes or your topics on the show at some point. 321-405-2219. That's Pops On. You guys have a great day. Let me get the notes up.
All right.
I see the notes.
Welcome back to Pops On, folks. So, some of you have heard, more than likely, this past Valentine's Day, we had another school shooting down in Parkland, Florida, pretty close to where I grew up. Matter of fact, I have a couple of friends that I know that went to Marjorie Stoneman Douglas High School.
Wow.
We had I'm not gonna say the kid's name because we don't need to make the villains the celebrities here. But walked into the school and took 17 lives. Some mostly students, some faculty. And I hate the fact that I had to start this story off with another school shooting.
Yeah. Right before we even started recording, good old Jay over here was like, "Hey, how many school shootings has it been since Columbine?" So I'm thinking it's in the like 20s. It's over. It's 120 plus since
shootings or fatalities.
No, not fatalities. 120 plus school shootings. Way more fatalities, but 120 school shootings since Columbine.
Yeah.
So fun.
The interesting thing we found.
Not so fun fact. We live in Palm Bay. You fucking know that already.
Yeah.
There was one. Palm Bay made the goddamn list. Could you believe that? I didn't. It was so, and we didn't like. It's weird how we didn't even scroll past it. Like what the Palm Bay? Yeah, I remember that one too. You told me about it. Yeah.
One of the interesting facts is that school shootings. One thing that was enlightening when we were looking at the previous school shootings was that people were saying, "Oh, this is a new phenomenon." School shootings have been happening in the United States since before it was the United States. I think the first one we saw was 1763.
Yeah, 1700s. Yep.
Yeah.
It's been a thing. And again, we don't want to glorify stuff like that. This is just stats we were looking at to trying to research. I'm gonna be honest with you. This topic is so it's crazy for me because I remember Columbine. That's the first one I remember, right?
Yeah.
I remember walking into the room, watching my mom watch it, and it was devastating. But again, I was a child.
I remember I was a freshman in high school when Columbine happened.
Damn.
And that was the same thing. It was the first school shooting that I know of that I recollected that I was like, oh wow, that's a thing that can happen.
Yeah, it was scary.
And let me tell you, I grew up in some hood shit. Mm-hmm. Nobody ever thought to come up and shoot up the school though.
No, they just didn't show up.
Yeah, you just didn't show up, or you took care of your shit. You whatever you didn't happen in the school. Yeah. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And when you look at these are all school. Everybody's saying, "Oh, well, it's a gun violence and rap videos." That used to be a thing. That used to be a thing that people were pointing at, and you're like, "Look at the schools where this is happening." No, it's not.
Exactly.
These aren't Southside Chicago. This isn't Carroll City, Miami. This isn't Watts in LA. Mm-hmm. These are schools. Like, look at the schools where this is happening. Don't start blaming rap videos on that because you find out white kids are listening to it. Like that's where that comes from.
Right. Yeah. It's there's no excuse for any of this. They watched it on the TV. They see all it in the video game. Let me tell you something. I've grown up just walking home from school, stepping over dead bodies. I've seen a lot in Brooklyn. Yeah. I didn't grow up in the hood, but you know what? That's hood to somebody. All right, I've grown accustomed to gunshots ringing out. I've grown accustomed to certain things, and people say, "Oh, you must be affected, or this must have made you a broken child." No, it hasn't. So don't give me that excuses. Because I've played violent video games. I watched a bunch of violent movies as a kid. Yeah, you know what I mean. I've seen a person get shot right in front of me.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. It's not sunshines and rainbows where I grew up. But
I was probably 12 or 13 when I watched my first murder.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, crazy. Yeah. Right? Didn't make you want to pick up a gun and go shoot a school up.
Nah, it made me run the fuck away.
Exactly. You know what I mean. So And it may sound stupid because I was glorifying the methods of Killmonger in the movie, but that's a movie. It's a movie, guys. You know what I mean? We watch movies for entertainment so we can go ahead and decipher.
It's not supposed to be real life.
Yeah, it's not. So when I'm hearing, because I was gonna make a different point, but nah, fuck that. When I'm hearing, oh, he's a broken child, his parents left him. This person deserted him. He was teased. He was bullied. So was a whole host of other American children. So was a whole host of children, period.
So was I.
Yeah, so was I. Let me tell you something. It's traumatizing to me if I gain 3 pounds because I don't want to go back to being teased for being fat again.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I may be skinny as shit now, but I was huge.
Yeah, I was in high school. I was over 6 feet tall, and I sucked at basketball.
Oh.
I got made fun of a lot.
I would have probably made fun of you too.
And I was the only white kid growing up. Like all my,
you had a lot. Yeah.
Yeah, like I picked up a lot. Like I got the shit when I was a kid.
We you know what? And again, this is talked about in Chris Rock's special. I keep saying Chris Brown. Chris Rock's special. Bullies are necessary. I'm a firm believer of that. Bullies are necessary. You know what I mean? You need to learn how to handle that growing up. Not saying to be a bully, but if they encounters, learn how to figure it out. Doesn't mean go home, get your AR-15, shoot 17 people. Doesn't mean go home, go to a nightclub, and shoot up a gay nightclub. Doesn't mean anything because you're not comfortable because you're that way. But you want to there's no reason for any of that. You dig what I'm saying? It's tragic. Like I'm not gonna lie, this shit is hard for me to talk about because I have a high schooler. My brothers and sisters in high school. Yeah. I don't know what I would do because it's crazy because my family were calling down my phone because they confused Broward with Brevard. They thought I lived. So they're like calling. And I'm like, yo, what's good? I'm at work. Is everything okay? The kids okay? I was like, yeah, they're good. And I turned it on. And I was like, holy shit. How am I supposed to? It feels weird sending my child to school knowing that these things could happen. And that's sad. That's fucking sad that I don't like. Growing up in New York, we had metal detectors in the school. I'm cool with that. A lot of people, you treating these kids like criminals? No. That's protection. Search me. I'm fine. I have nothing to hide. Search me. Take my coat off and take my shoes off and relax for a little bit. You know what I mean? I'm cool with that. It's to make it safer. I haven't heard of a school in New York, in Brooklyn, getting shot up. No. You know what I mean? But I don't know, man. I mean, this was close to home for you.
This was real close to home for me. We didn't have metal detectors in my school just because my school was built before you could put them in the door frames. Oh wow. But we did have police searches. I remember canines used to come into the classroom. You used to get that at least once or twice a month, where you'd have the canine come in and they search your book bag, they search your desk, they search your lockers. Mm-hmm. So we had all that. And I know that, that's not the idyllic image you want for a high school. People want, oh no, it's like open air and lockers and it's all Bayside High School with Zach Morris and Kelly Kapowski. That's not all high schools. A lot of high schools, we grow up with some real shit and we have to deal with some real shit because we grew up in shitty neighborhoods. Yep. And you don't see school shootings happening there. There are proactive ways to prevent things like that from happening. There are security measures that can be taken, and they do not include arming your fucking teachers at all. You have got teachers that are getting paid damn near minimum wage. All right, let's call it what it is. Because if you're paying a teacher $40,000 a year, you ain't paying them enough. Mm-mm. You got school boards and school districts that don't have the money to fund their classrooms, fund their teachers. Kids are going to school who don't have school supplies, don't have book bags. They're living off of charities and churches to do book bag drives every year because you can't give the school systems enough money to properly manage the students that they have. Classrooms are overcrowded. Teachers are overworked. Now you want to give them fucking guns? How about you get them a pencil first?
Goddamn right.
All right, let's get these teachers some chalks. Let's get them some some fucking chalkboards. Let's get them some goddamn computers to give these kids so that they can do their homework online like everyone else. Exactly. Let's give our teachers what they need to do their job and not have them worried about having to take out an active shooter. Because I don't know what fucking educational school you went to. I don't know what educational degree you have. Last time I checked, Harvard didn't give you marksmanship classes just so you could teach philosophy. All right, teachers should not be armed. And as far as arming security guards and having more police officers in the school, you know what? I'm not totally against that, only because my school had security guards. They weren't armed, but we had security guards on staff. And we had one student resource officer, and then we had 2 other off-duty cops that were there for overtime.
Yeah, I didn't even realize that these schools they don't have security guards.
Yeah, that was a weird thing for me. When I first moved to Palm Bay, Florida, and I started going to Melbourne High School, my first question is, where the hell's the security?
Who do they call when they have fights?
Deans.
Get the fuck out of here.
What fights? Oh. That was the next thing. What fights?
Wow.
When I moved here, it was straight culture shock.
And that's sad.
School was out. All the school was outdoor. You know what I mean? It was like you had wings, but you had to walk outside to get from one wing to the other one. There were no security checks. Anybody could walk into them. I could walk on the Mile High today.
You can.
Probably not. I'm hoping that they spruced up.
Yeah.
But you could walk. I remember you used to be able to come in through the baseball field because there's no security out there. It's an open parking lot. That's where the sophomores and juniors parked their cars because senior parking was up front.
Right.
You could walk in through the senior parking lot. You just walked up by the track because that door was wide open. Mm-hmm. You could walk under that. I remember I used to do it after I had dropped out of high school, but I used to go see my friends in the mornings. I used to walk right past the office. Nobody stopped me. Nobody said shit to me. I wasn't a student there. Nobody knew what I was doing. You think I could do that at my old high school in Miami? Hell fuck no. All right, there's only 2 ways into that school, and both of them have somebody posted at that door all the time. As long as those doors are unlocked, somebody's sitting there. Who are you? You got your student ID? You don't have a student ID? You need to go to the office.
Exactly, and that's because I remember taking something for my sister when she used to go to Bayside, and I walked in there. I was walking around looking for my sister.
Yeah.
And so I realized, like, yo, nobody checked. And I guess, I mean, I was 19 at the time, so I looked a little like high schoolish. But nobody's going to ask me a question. Nobody's going to check me. Nobody's going to nothing. That's bugged out to me. But, again, we don't know how he got in or what really happened or, everybody has their theories. Everybody says, oh, these are actors that are telling recollection. I'm like, listen, I don't give a shit what you think the theory is or what anybody's hidden agenda is. 17 people are dead. 17 families has lost a person.
Yeah.
Like, don't fucking tell me anything else about that. Like, figure out a way to prevent these things. Absolutely. But understand that people are scared now.
Yeah.
Scared. Like, the next day I brought my daughter to school and security everywhere.
It's only going to be like that for a couple of weeks. And you know how I know they're not going to do shit about it? One, because the biggest problem with arming teachers is that if you arm teachers for the next school shooting, one, why are we okay with the fact that there's going to be a next one?
Right.
That's already a problem. Two, they're only useful after someone starts shooting.
True.
What are they going to do to prevent the next school shooting? True. And somebody was saying, oh, well, if they know the teachers have guns, that'll stop them from going in there. I'm like, because a school full of children shouldn't already be enough of a deterrent. If this person is walking into a school full of kids with a gun, they don't give a fuck what guns the teachers have because they know they're taking out at least 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 of them before some teacher shows up with a gun. And that's after that teacher evacuates their classroom, make sure that all their kids are safe, and assuming that the teacher can get a clear shot that soon. No, you're not preventing anything. All you're doing is putting more guns in a situation. Who's to say that teacher doesn't get their gun taken?
Who's to say that teacher?
I used to go into my teacher's desks all the fucking time.
Oh, shit, yeah.
All the goddamn time. We were like, oh, they locked the desk. That ain't stopping nobody.
Exactly.
The fuck is a lock going to do? That ain't going to stop anyone. Then you're going to put, we'll put trigger locks on. All right, so that's 3 more kids that died while the teacher's trying to fucking jumble through keys to get the trigger lock off. What else you got?
Some of these teachers sit in the class and cry because they can't maintain the kids. You think that the teacher's going to really be able to deal with a school shooter? You
got a cop at this last one who was about to retire, almost 20 years on the force, who didn't run in because he was scared. What do you think a teacher's going to do? Exactly. Some guy with a liberal arts degree and a turtleneck. You know what I mean? Well, what's Mr. Benitez in English gonna do? That's not a viable option. It's not preventing anything. And I know they're not worried about preventing shit because after Sandy Hook, nothing happened. These were high school kids, and they were still kids, but they were high school kids. They were older. You telling me a class full of first graders, these are kids that are 5, 6 years old, got shot up. We still didn't do a fucking thing. We talked about it for 2 weeks, and then we let it go. Same thing with this one. We talked about it for 5 days. Fergie sang the national anthem, and everyone fucking forgot about it.
Black China dropped the sex tape. It was over. No, it's real. It's shit, man.
No one is taking any initiative. And look, I don't work for a think tank. I don't know the answers. All right, but we got to do something because nothing ain't working. And arming teachers ain't gonna do shit because all you're doing, you tell me we ain't got pencils, but we got budgets for Glocks.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? No, absolutely not. That's not gonna work for anyone. It's only useful after the shooting starts. So you're not preventing anything. What are we going to do in the meantime? Gun control is touchy. I get it. People think we have a God-given right to a gun. You know what? No, you don't. The only reason it's God-given is because some white guy put it on a piece of paper in 1776. That's the only reason you think it's a God-given right. All right? Well, at the time, we were a country that had just come out of a war. We were waiting for England to come back at any point. We didn't have a standing army. Everything functioned off of militia as far as national defense goes. You needed a gun because we didn't have any other way to defend ourselves as a country. Well, things have changed. We have a standing army. We have a standing National Guard. We have a standing Army Reserve. We don't need to have everybody armed in case the British come back. That's not the situation anymore. That God-given right you have to own 20 different fucking guns in your house. You know what? If you feel the need to have 20 different guns in your house, you probably don't need the 20 fucking guns. You probably shouldn't have them. Yeah, Let's be real. I'm all for gun ownership. I love guns. I love guns. All right. I love the science behind it. I love the mechanics behind it. How much powder can make a difference as far as the blowback on a semi-automatic pistol. Like if you shoot a Glock with a Luger round, it's not enough powder to blow back and slide. There's science to this shit. You know, the rifling, there is so much to shooting that I love and I really do appreciate it. I don't own a single fucking gun because I don't need one.
Right.
That's the end of the story. Well, it's your right to have one. Great. Shouldn't be. I shouldn't be able to walk into a gun store, show my driver's license, and walk out with the gun. You telling me I got to put more effort into driving my car, which I do need to do, because I can't get to work. I can't get my kid to school. I can't pick my kid up and see him without a driver's license. You telling me I have to show proof of competency through a written test, and I have to show proof of competency with a driving test before I can get a driver's license. But all I have to do is show you I'm an American and I get a gun? America. That's exactly what that is. And I'll say it straight up. I don't know we're going to lose listeners. I'm probably going to get some hate mail. We don't need the Second Amendment. There's no reason why owning a gun should be a right. It should be a privilege. I'm not saying take away gun ownership. No. Absolutely not. But so long as you can show proficiency and show some kind of level-headed training that you know what you're doing with that thing, by all means, go crazy. No, we don't need assault rifles. No. And no, AR-15s are not assault rifles. I know what that AR stands for, the damn company that makes the gun.
Thank you.
Yeah, no, let's call it what it is. I'm not being stupid about this shit here either. I'm at least somewhat educated. Yeah, all right, but no one needs a fully automatic AK-47 for home security. No. Who the fuck are you fighting?
Exactly.
The Germans?
The Germans are coming.
You're not fighting Mother Russia at your front door, right? People say, "Oh, I need a gun in case the government comes to attack." Oh, so you're telling me you are so American, you're gonna shoot an American soldier?
Pretty much.
Yeah, way to go, hero. You're a fucking patriot. All right, there's no reason for it. You want a gun for home defense? By all means. By all means. If you enjoy hunting and you want a couple of hunting rifles so you can go out, by all means, go for it. Show me that you're proficient with it with a range test. Show me that you're competent with a written test. Get a gun license, and that pay for the background check. Because you need a background check to get a gun anyway. Yeah. Pay for the background check, get your gun license, renew it every couple of years like you do your driver's license. I don't see how that's a hard thing to do. I don't know why people have a hard time allowing that to happen. It seems like it's common sense, but as soon as guns come into play, common sense goes out the motherfucking window. People stop forgetting to be adults and start raising their kids so that, we're going to a lot of other things right now. Right now, we need to be adults. Right now, the adults need to be adults, and we actually need to enact some fucking change because our kids are dying. And if that's not enough for you to fucking change things, then I don't know what the fuck is. You need to get off the planet.
Exactly. Well, man.
Sorry,
passionate.
guys.
No.
It's passionate about this shit. You know why? Because it's my fucking kid we're talking about.
Exactly.
I don't want my kid to worry about going into school. We moved my kid to a nicer neighborhood so he wouldn't have to worry about guns and drugs and shit like that in school. I almost want to send him back to the hood because those schools are safer. Those schools have security metal detectors. Those schools have security checkpoints. Those schools have security guards. Those schools have armed police officers. You telling me that the better schools don't have this and they're the ones that are getting shot up?
Yeah.
What the fuck is the point then?
Yep. No, I'll dig it.
And I get it. Nobody wants to see their kid's school turn into a prison. I get that. I don't want to see my kid's school turn into a prison. But at the same time, this shit's happening. And as long as there's like 20 different guns walking across the sidewalk across the street, who's to say somebody's not going to have some wild hair up their ass running to school and start shooting up a bunch of kids just while they wait 20 minutes for the English teacher to show up with a gun.
I dig it. No, I completely understand. I'm not big on guns myself. I understand for your house protection, cool, little Glock, 49. I don't know shit about guns. to protect your home, to protect your family, absolutely. AR-15s, AK-47s. I've seen people just shop for this shit, and I'm like, what do you need that for? Just to have it. It's my right. Really? Who's coming after you? Who's coming after you? Let's be honest here. You don't need that. Get a regular handheld and you're good to go. But you gotta. I understand the hunting. I have a friend whose house I would never show up to unannounced because you will probably die. And say if anything happens, like zombie apocalypse, I'm going there. But other than that, bro, you don't hunt. You're in your home. You don't do anything. You don't need an AR-15, AK-47, the body chopper, whatever the fuck you guys call it. You don't need it. You don't fucking need it at all, dude. What are you doing? You don't do nothing. Nobody's coming after you. It's all in your fucking head. Okay? Yeah. Government's not taking your shit.
Especially not. We didn't take anything after Sandy Hook. Trust me. Your guns are safe, guys.
You're good. Exactly. So, again, it is a sore subject. We hate that this has to be talked about, but it does. You have to bring some kind of thought process, some kind of a conversation to it so that, we can hopefully reach a resolution at some point in life.
And you have to talk about it because people say, this isn't something you can talk about. No, fuck that. That's why we're in the problem in the first place.
Exactly. Well, it's not the time. Okay, well, when's the time?
When is the time then? We need to be respectful to the kids that died. Well, what were we doing to prevent them from dying in the first place? Mm-hmm. Because this isn't the first school shooting. This isn't some random thing that just happened that we've never had to deal with before. No, this is a thing that's happening now with some regularity, and we're just refusing to deal with it. Mm-hmm. And that's the fucking problem. We're the fucking problem in this. We are adults. We are parents. We are men. We're not doing shit about it. All right? Write your fucking congressman. Start fucking making some common sense. Do something. Mm-hmm. Again, I don't know what the solution is. I don't. I'm not going to sit here and pretend that I have the answer. I have no idea what the answer is. But there are people that are paid way more money than I am paid, who have better degrees than I will ever have, and who have more intelligent minds than I do, who can come up with an idea, but because of politics, they refuse to sit down together and come up with something common sense.
Exactly.
All right? And that's not blaming the NRA. That's not blaming the GOP. That's not blaming anyone, because you know what? Republicans lost kids in these shootings too. Mm-hmm. People who voted for Trump lost kids in these shootings. People who are members of the NRA lost kids in these shootings. All right, it's not us versus them. It's us protecting ourselves. And so, until people start seeing it that way, we're not going to do a fucking thing, and that's the problem. Yeah. I said my piece. Yes. God damn it, stop the nonsense.
All right, we got it. Simmer down. Remember your pressure points. Nah, man, but again, we that's all we got with this situation. We don't want to say who it is or mention that stuff. We just, it sucks that we have to deal with it, and we just want some answers. And I'm sure that, like you said, people with better degrees, higher pay, can definitely do something.
Yeah. But we need common sense, real world solutions, and arming teachers ain't that.
No, not at all. But again, guys,
hit us up. Civilly. Let us know what you think. And I'm going to underscore civilly on this one, because there's nothing wrong with discussion. People say you can't talk about guns, you can't talk about religion, you can't talk about it.
Talk about it.
Absolutely talk about it, but talk about it civilly.
Respect.
We do monitor the page, so I absolutely am expecting some hate mail off of this shit. Mm-hmm. And if you know what, if you would disagree with me, by all means, come up and comment on the page. No one's going to delete your comment just because you disagree with us. But present an argument. All right. Present your points. Mm-hmm. All right. Don't just sit there and like, you libtard motherfucker. That's going to get deleted.
Yes.
But now if you come up and actually present your side of the argument and present your points, by all means, we will have a discussion and we will keep it civil. If it turns uncivil, we'll deal with you as we need to, because we administer our own website. We administer our own Facebook page, and we're gonna put what we want to put on there.
Yeah.
But if you disagree, by all means, let us know. Talk to us. This is the only way ideas get exchanged, because you might say something that might change my mind. Exactly. I might say something that might change your mind. As long as we approach the conversation with the idea that, hey, I might learn something off of this, and open to that idea, we're going to be just fine. But if you come into this closed off and, I know what I know and that's all I know, well, then that's all you'll ever know.
Exactly. Engage with us, guys. We definitely appreciate all the love and support. Again, discussion, respectful. We're good with all that. Yeah, we're all adults. Yeah. We can handle it. You know what I mean? Yeah. Say your piece. Have a friendly conversation. Good to go. Other than that, what you got for us, man? That's it?
Man, aside from that, it's late as fuck. Yeah. So, folks, guys, hit us up, call us, Raul. What's the number again?
321-405-2219.
And hit us up on Twitter at no dad jokes with a Z. Find us on Instagram at no dad jokes. Email us no dad jokes, common spelling with an S. No dad jokes at gmail.com. Let us know what you think. Call us with your dad jokes. Call us with your point of view. Let us know what you think about us in the rate and review section at iTunes. Let us know what you rate and review us on Facebook. Shit, that's the thing we don't do either.
Yeah, we have a regular actual page on Facebook. You could join it, rate and review us there. Take a look.
Yeah.
We post things there from time to time as well.
Yeah, leave some postings, engage with us, have some conversations with us. We're looking forward to having some fun. We are back, guys. We will see you next week. Until then, my name is Jay Alvarez.
And I'm Raul.
Signing off for myself from Ghost Academy as always. Don't forget, spoil kids, not movies.
And please, no dad jokes.
Peace.
Thank you for listening to Pops On. Email us any questions and your best dad jokes at nodadjokes@gmail.com. For more content, please like us on Facebook at facebook.com/nodadjokes. Follow us on Instagram at nodadjokes and Twitter at nodadjokes with a Z.
Yeah, we tried to get no dad jokes within us, but apparently some thing that got out of hand wanted to take it and then not post anything for 2 years on Twitter because, hey, look at me, I'll get this now and maybe at some point I'll actually figure out how to use Twitter because it's not like I don't have anything else to do with my damn life. I'm just gonna these guys instead.
Whoa.
But
Hey, family show, man. Whoa, family.
I bet you his mother's a fucking hoe.